Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming out the week of November 5th, 2019. The first game on our list is Just Dance 2020. This is coming out PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii, and Google Stadia. This is rating everyone 10 and up. The concepts are mild lyrics, mild suggestive themes. This is a music, rhythmic dance simulation game in which players perform choreographed routines followed by the movements of on-screen characters. Players score points by accurately moving their bodies in time to dance music and scrolling indicators. One dance sequence depicts a female character wearing hot pants that display moderate amounts of buttocks. Some song lyrics contain references to alcohol. A handful of songs contain suggestive material. The next game on our list is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The concepts are cartoon violence. This is a collection of sport-themed games in which players compete with Mario, Sonic, and their friends at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Players engage in a variety of conventional sporting events as well as cartoony mini-games. In some combat sporting events, players punch, kick, and lunge at opponents to score points and knock them down. An action is highlighted by punching sounds, colorful impact indicators, and cries of pain. A handful of minigames involve brawling or beating up a set number of characters, piloting a plane to shoot down waves of enemy ships, shooting enemy robots with a bow from a third-person perspective. Now let's race along with Garfield Kart Furious Racing. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone. The concepts are comic Mischief. This is a kart racing game featuring Garfield and his friends. As players race against other drivers, they can use cartoony power-ups to cause opponents to spin out and slow down. Now let's take a look at Stranding. This is coming out PlayStation 4. The rating is mature. The concepts are blood, intense violence, partial nudity, and strong language. This is an action game in which players assume the role of a carrier transporting packages across a post-apocalyptic environment. As players traverse mountain terrain, they can be attacked by human settlers and ghostly apparitions. Players use machine guns, grenades, and shotguns to kill enemies. Firefights are highlighted by realistic gunfire, large splashes of blood, and cries of pain. Cutscenes contain more intense acts of violence. A man and an infant shot, the latter accidentally, a character shooting a comatose patient in the head, a man stabbing himself repeatedly in the distance. A handful of scenes depict a character with his buttocks exposed. Swear words appear in the dialogue. Now let's join the party with Disney Tsum Festival. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone. The concepts are mild cartoon violence. This is a puzzle party game in which players engage in various minigames featuring Disney characters called Zooms. One minigame allows players to shoot zooms at spaceship targets and UFOs to earn points. Targets burst into colorful pixels and UFOs shake when hit. Now let's be the detective in Layton's mystery journal, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The concepts are comic Mischief, mild language, and mild violence. This is a puzzle adventure game in which players solve mysteries with a young detective. Players search for clues, interact with characters, and solve puzzles as they progress through the storyline. A handful of cases, characters discuss murder and suicide as possible cause of death. One case contains a brief autopsy revealing chalk-like tape outline of the body. Another scene depicts cartoony still images of a superhero beating up a gang of thugs. During the course of the game, characters briefly reference animal droppings. One case contains a dissection of a film soiled by bird feces. The word hell appears in the dialogue. And the last game on today's list is New Super Lucky's Tale. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone. The concepts are mild cartoon violence. This is a platformer game in which players assume the role of a fox on a quest to rescue a magic book from a villain. As players run and jump through 3D and side-scrolling environments, they can hop on enemies' heads or use their tail to spin to stun them. Enemies disappear amid puffs of smoke, colorful light effects, and coins when defeated. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.